Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Naciel Tarot. Today I'm just doing a general reading for the collective, getting today's energies and seeing what messages the spirit guides or the ancestors or the angels may have for us today. I'm going to start with a couple, or maybe just a couple oracle cards here from the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. I'm hoping that this reading turns out better than the last one that I posted, especially with the sound. I turned off all of my fans now, so there shouldn't be any background noise other than maybe my neighbor outside or my dog. But anyway, I shuffled the cards, so let's pull and see what we have. We have flexibility here. And I like the beautiful tiger that's in the back there. Ooh, flexibility. Ooh. And then we have purity. What's so funny, every time I use these cards, not every time, but most of the time when I use these cards, I usually end up, when I'm doing it for myself, I usually end up getting the purity. And even though I usually get it quite often, I am going to read them from the book so that, they can give their own wonderful meaning that is already here. So for flexibility, it says the meaning of this card is rich and varied. It cautions you to be flexible in your life. Be willing to bend and yield. There are times to stand strong, but there are also times to go around a situation rather than face it head on. This card suggests being amenable to change. It is also a fantastic card for abundance and prosperity, and it suggests that if you are flexible, prosperity can and will come your way in all areas. Additionally, it suggests that a time of rapid growth is ahead. Don't resist it. The time is right for this surge of spiritual growth to occur, which is really awesome because I've definitely been feeling, and so things have shifted for myself, and I can only assume that if I feel it, then so does everyone else, maybe. Maybe I'm different. Who knows? But I certainly feel the shift that has happened and is currently happening. So I'm going to read Purity. That one says, no matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. The purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. You are entering into a period of grace. Simply open your heart and know that the best is yet to be. The past does not need to equal the future. Your future can be, and will be, shimmering, sparkling, and bright. Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Recurring challenges are releasing. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness, and holy healing. Wow. I love that. What's so funny? Since I've started to, trying to get a new creative idea out into the works, I've been encountering delays, like not like challenging, super challenging delays, but just like little minor inconveniences. And how do I know that I've shifted? Very, very much so, because back then, of course, I would have allowed those minor inconveniences to just stop me from moving forward completely. I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe this isn't meant for me. I'm just going to go ahead and quit and probably move on to something else. But the problem is that I kept moving on to other things, but then when those other things brought on challenges, then I would quit those and move to other things. So my lesson as of recently has just been learning to persevere through the little obstacles that pop up, and just learning to rest rather than learning to quit. Not even really learning to quit because that's not hard to do, but just learning to keep pushing through and keep believing that things are going to work out for you, even if things aren't seeming that way in a natural, in the physical realm. So just keep persevering. Be flexible. Oh, cool. These messages were definitely for me. I love doing readings because it tends to, when I do them for other people or even when I'm giving advice, honestly, I always find that I am literally just talking to myself through the entire time. Well, not really, but the messages are definitely what I need to hear from myself, for myself, as well as from myself. But it allows me to be able also to help other people get through what they're going through by also helping myself by giving them advice and whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna pull cards here. Ooh. See, this is good with flexibility. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. This is the Knight of Swords. I'm sorry, the Knight of Pentacles. Crap, I read that wrong. Anywho's, the Knight of Pentacles, because it's a slow moving, just a slow movement forward, and that's really good. Well, not really good, but it definitely plays in with flexibility. Because again, when those little inconveniences or challenges, or truly they're not even inconveniences and challenges, it's they're lessons for you to learn, to not give up, especially if you're new to doing something that you aren't used to doing. And you're asking the universe, hey, this is something that I want to do. I want to be prosperous in this. Well, the universe is going to test you. It's going to make sure you are going to stand firm by what you say you want to do and what it is that you want to accomplish. Because if it gives you exactly what you're asking for and then something happens that isn't, something that you expected or planned, then, you can fumble that. And then you just ruined the blessing that was given to you. So definitely be okay with taking your time when creating or doing anything or any new venture or whatever. Just take your time and just learn to rest and not quit. Just learn to keep pushing through. Having obstacles doesn't mean it isn't meant for you. Sometimes it is. However, follow your own intuition and go from there. Ooh, we have the Magician card. Exactly. Continue using your tools, using that magic that you have, that power that you have to create the life that you want. It didn't say slow down to just stop. The Magician isn't in reverse, it's upright. So you're in your power, you're doing exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing. But just because it isn't coming out in a natural as you want it to, or as quickly as you'd like it to, or as perfectly as you would like it to, doesn't mean it isn't going to happen. Doesn't mean you aren't going to be prosperous. Doesn't mean the universe isn't still supporting you. Because if you're asking for something and you're putting the action behind it, and you're staying positive, um, and also detaching yourself from the outcome, like there's no way the universe isn't going to bless you with either what you asked for or maybe something better, and it may not be specifically what you asked for, but again, it's going to be better. So, if I'm ever asking for something and it isn't what I need, I damn sure as hell don't want to receive it, because it isn't going to do anything but set me back. Anywho's, stay in this wonderful magician power. Like, I feel like the collective is really shifting and really starting to create the lives that we want. And that is really, really fucking powerful. I'm not gonna lie. Because we didn't used to be this way. I didn't used to be this way. Again, like I said, I was always the one to give up when challenges came, and I've had to learn to push through that, learn to push and persevere through that. Exactly, like with these with the 8 of Wands in reverse, you have to learn to push through even when you aren't seeing any forward movement. It doesn't mean give up. It just means take the time and allow time to unfold for you. Well, not time, but allow time to show you how things are going to unfold for you. Maybe there's delays or challenges or setbacks for your own good, and truly they usually are. It's never anything happening to you. It's usually happening for you. So you just have to go with the flow of things. Don't rush the universe, because the more you rush, the more you have to wait. And even if you do rush it and you get what you want, you're gonna screw it up, because you may not be prepared for what it is that you're asking for. You have to allow the universe to get you ready for what you're asking for, especially if you're asking for something big. We all need to expand our dreams past the limiting self-imposing positions that we used to place ourselves in. You know, we're all growing and learning and leaving behind those old ways of thinking and those old negative behavior patterns that kept us stuck and kept us stagnant and kept us from moving forward, you know. And now that we are releasing it and now that we're learning who we truly are and stepping into our power, you know, we can't just rapidly move on to the next best thing without allowing this integration to happen. You know, allow this new you to settle in for a bit so that you can grasp everything. Allow new information and new intel to come to you so that you can you can have a better plan of action of what it is that you want to accomplish or what it is that you want to do. You never know, a simple conversation with someone could change your goals in a split second. So you never know. Sorry, my dog bark. We have the King of Pentacles here, which is awesome, especially under the Knight of Pentacles. You know, going with the flow of things and allowing things to unfold the way they are will put you in this wonderful King of Pentacles position, you know. I keep saying, you know, I'm sorry. I probably say that. I probably end up saying that a lot. Anyways, so you're going from the Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Like, that's fucking badass. Like, you aren't, you know, regressing. You aren't going backwards. And even if it is at a slow pace, look where you're headed, dude. Like, you got the Magician. You got the King of Pentacles. Why would you not want that? Like, I don't even know how much better you can get besides the High Priestess, which is the highest card. But, I mean, hey, it may... Speaking... This is fucking hilarious. Speaking of, here's the High Priestess right at the bottom of your deck. Exactly. And you know what? Since that went so very well and how it played out, I'm gonna go ahead and put that at the bottom because I truly feel like we are here. Bubs, go eat your food, please. Can we play fetch later? No. Okay, so we have the High Priestess here that was at the bottom of your deck, and since I love the High Priestess card, I'm going to go ahead and take it because I really and truly feel like we are all just leveling up tremendously, and that's fucking amazing. Like, if no one has told you that you are doing an amazing job and how proud of you I am, just know that someone somewhere in this world is proud of you. If no one else has ever said it to you or made you feel that way, just know Ella's very proud of you. Very proud of how far you have come and how many obstacles and challenges that you have faced that no one has known about, the tears that you have cried, everything that you have been through. And even if you've been through it on your own, you have still gotten to this point to be here today, on this day, time stamped already. So just know that, you know, you're still rocking it. You're still rocking it. And even I know it's easy to feel like you aren't, you know, at the best place or you're not where you think you should be. Honey, you're exactly where you need to be. You know, you don't have to compare yourself to anyone thinking that you should be further along. Don't compare your gifts to anyone thinking that you should know more than you already know. I mean, the knowledge will come. So don't ever compare to yourself to anyone else thinking that, oh my gosh, this person knows more than me. Who am I to go and, you know, try and do the same things that they're doing? That's fine. You know, there's a lot of people that does the same things as everyone else. It doesn't mean that your energy, your words, your wisdom, your experiences of what you've been through can't tell a different story using the same platform. So that was my thing, especially with coming on to do tarot readings. I mean, my God, you can type in tarot readings and just find an entire population of tarot readers. But what those tarot readers don't have, just like what anyone else doesn't have that person has, is that person's energy, that person's experience, that person's knowledge, that person's wisdom that they have gained from either being in a spiritual community for many years or just being, you know, being old souls, you know, reincarnating here many, many years. and just having that wisdom of past lives, or even just being, of a wonderful, wise wise age, and just, having that life experience that has brought you to where you are. Don't ever compare your what is it? There's a saying. Don't ever compare your A to someone's level Z. Something like that. You guys get what I'm trying to say. You guys are in the high priestess mode. You already know what I'm saying. Anywho's, one last card here. We have the Emperor in reverse. Now, I feel like this is either past energy or someone that you're leaving behind. Or honestly, people in the past or people in your life that you have held such a high regard for, but really, truly were toxic. Yeah, it's time to let them go. Because some of them could definitely be holding you back from this forward movement that you're, ambitiously trying to get to. Because of course, we're all trying to get to King of Pentacles, you know, getting the money, doing what we love, doing what you love. You never work a day in your life. So if I can get paid doing that, even better. But there is someone, maybe family, friend. I'm pretty sure you already know who this person is, or if there isn't anyone in your life that is secretly probably jealous of you, is pretending to be your friend and truly is not, or is just a toxic relationship in general, and just it needs to be let go of, like legit let go of, because this person is truly stopping your blessings. So, I mean, I understand everyone has a choice to make on who they want in their lives and who they don't, but just know, like, everyone isn't meant to stay in your life. And I say that whether they are family, friends, co-workers, or whomever. Family isn't always just blood, and sometimes even blood isn't your real family. And as as bad as that may sound, it's true. Like, not everyone has grown up in a wonderful, stable home and have had this wonderful childhood life or whatever. Like, we've all been through what we've been through. So if there are people in your life that you feel are holding you back or taking advantage of you, or just don't have your best interest at heart and doesn't support you as you would them, if there's anyone in your life that isn't treating you with the same reciprocal, loving, kind, compassionate energy that you are giving to them, then you need to stop giving it to them and just continue pouring that love and kindness and compassion into yourself, because they don't deserve it. They don't. And I'm pretty sure if you're in this high priestess mode, you already know it. So stop allowing them to come in to siphon your energy and then go run off and then use their energy wherever they want to and then come back to you. No, no, no. No, no. We are not a revolving door of energy vampires. And that is not something that you should continue to accept in your life. And that is something that I am also learning, Because even I have family that do that, and even friends that did that. So you just gotta learn to be okay with letting people go, Easy come, easy go. That goes for people, for things. It, just as easy as it comes is just as quickly as it can go. So never become so attached to anything, because change is inevitable. It's always happening. What you feel today, you can feel differently tomorrow. Who you love today, you cannot love tomorrow. Who you're friends with today, you cannot be friends with tomorrow. Things are always changing. We're always shifting. We're always growing. I've had friends in the past that I don't relate to anymore because we have vibrated off of that, that similar alignment. Like, we've grown, we've outgrown that relationship that we had at the time. So you just have to continue moving on. So, honestly, I love the cards for today because they are great. It just lets me know you guys are in a wonderful energy, and we are, slowly progressing forward. We're utilizing the tools that we have, stepping into our full power, gaining that confidence, that belief in ourselves that we can do and accomplish anything, because truly, truly we can. And I know that's easier said than done, but you got to push past the fear of love. You got to push past, that sounded weird. You got to push past those doubts and those negative words or actions that people in your past have said against you or acted upon you, or just made you feel like you didn't deserve the best in the world, or made you feel like you were unworthy of truly being prosperous or happy or endearing in your life. And that's not true at all. You are worthy, you are magnificent, you are great, you are abundant, you are blessed, you are prosperous. And that's how you should go about life, and just taking it one day at a time. No one is saying that anyone has to be perfect whatsoever. So, and even with being in this high priestess mode, I mean, you can always, make mistakes, but it's always what you do after you make those mistakes. Are you going to overcome these, or are you just going to sulk and just allow yourself to sink into an emotional storm that will just do nothing but sink you down even further? Or are you going to overcome this, rise above it, and just keep pushing forward like the strong spiritual being that you are? Don't allow life to just push you down. We're here for a reason, and it's not to be downtrodden or feeling less than or feeling like you lack anything or whatever. Just be grateful for what you have, for even the small things, and just take small steps to get to where you want to be. We're not saying you gotta jump over mountains to get to where you want to get. No, just one step at a time. That's all it takes. No one's asking you to do too much, so don't ask yourself to do too much. Just make a little to-do list. I've learned to do that because I was wasting my time and energy just doing random stuff and seeing how it goes from there. But I've learned to just make a list of what it is that I want to do throughout the day, so that I'm not overexerting my energy everywhere, and that I'm not putting my energy into multiple projects and then quitting them because I get tired, and then not picking them back up and just like whatever, blah blah blah. just leaving it and going off. So that's probably not good. So don't learn that part from me, but do learn that you are wonderful, magical, and far more capable of doing anything that you feel like you want to do, because no one is stopping you but you, and also the toxic person that's in your life, obviously. So let them go. Let go of whatever need you have to keep them in your life. I mean, I understand if you have like kids or whatever, you have to keep that relationship cordial, for your children, if that is what you want to do. I'm not telling you to do whatever, but that's all your choice. Anyways, I hope you can see these charms well, because I didn't call them out. But this is a skull with the bones crossed. And it reminds me of the death card, which is awesome because endings bring new beginnings, which is fantastic. So whatever needs to end, let it end. Oh, look, it matches my other skeletons. Whatever needs to end, allow it to end, so that something new can come in and just be better suited for you. It was so funny because I said creative projects. Yes, continue with your creative projects, which is so funny because I do multiple at once, which is probably not good, which is why I had to do my to-do list, just so I can take a breakdown of which ones I'm working on certain days, and it allows me to keep track of which ones I'm completing. It's great to make goals and whatever, but there's a cat. There's two cats. All right. It's great to have goals that you want to accomplish and everything, but if you aren't actively making a plan to accomplish them, then it's gonna go haywire, especially if you aren't used to setting them and following them through. for example, me. Me, I was terrible, terrible at that. So now I have my little book that I have. And honestly, I kind of painted the front of it, but it is literally just, an index card thing. But I just I just write, what I'm grateful for, what the date is, and then write down my little to-dos. I have meditate, thank the spirit team, drink some tea, set my intentions for the day. And I also write like an affirmation for the morning time, and then on the back of it, I have, I write down things that have good things that have happened today, things that I might need to work on, any divine messages or synchronicities. And at the bottom, I thank the universe for today, for the day, and then whatever else I feel compelled to, thank. But just like changing my little routine of daily stuff has definitely shifted my way of accomplishing my goals and getting through things. I have a little world here, and it does have a little, well, it's a globe. It has another piece to it, but it keeps getting disconnected from it. But anywho's, and it spins. It's so pretty, but whatever. Um, um, the world is at your feet, or you have the world in your hand. Like the world is your oyster, basically. So I'm trying. This is where I'm getting to. Like, use that to your advantage. Like, you don't just have to stay in one place. Feel free to travel, which is wonderful because you also have this little pendant here. Not a pendant. This is a charm. It says, "Let's get lost." And this came with like a group of 3 other charms that was about travel. So there may be some travel happening. I can't specifically say today, but in the near future, perhaps. And I have this state here that says New York. So you may be traveling to New York or somewhere near New York or just traveling in general. And I have this heart here. I don't know if you can see it very well. I have to adjust my light to the camera, but it's a heart and it has like a little ridges around the edge and flowers in the middle of it. So when I first got this one, I gave it the meaning of having a beautiful heart. And by that I mean because it's rough around the edges. So it makes me think of someone that's been through a lot. A lot, a lot. More than, any person would naturally endure their entire lives. But not allowing what you have been through to affect the purity of your heart. There can be a lot of bullshit that comes against us in our lives that brings us down and tears us down and takes us to the low of the low. But for fuck's sake, dude, to continue having a beautiful heart despite all of that, that's fucking magnanimous, and that's amazing. So I commend you because that came out for a reason. And I really feel like, you guys have very, very beautiful, compassionate, empathic hearts. And you're very caring towards people that you've never even met before, strangers on the street. They instantly, enjoy your energy, your words, your vibe when you speak to them. And it's fucking beautiful. Like, continue in having that pure heart. Like, don't ever let anyone come and break that or damage that or turn that in any way that is not purely love. Because this heart here is what's going to save the world, and that's what we need to keep. We have the Taurus charm. You may be a Taurus or have Taurus in your chart somewhere, or perhaps the person that you need to let go of does. And then I also have Aquarius. So same, either you or some other or you somewhere in your chart, or the person that you need to give the boot to. It says friendly on the back of Aquarius, and on the back of Taurus, it says inquisitor. No clue what that is. I will need to Google that, but yeah, that's what they say. So Taurus, Aquarius, either you are or somewhere in your chart, or perhaps the person that needs to get the boot. We have 2 cats here, which is really really cute. because this is the first time they'd ever come out together. I usually just get this one. But I don't know, you guys may have cats, or look into the spirit animal of a cat and see what it represents. Actually, speaking of, oh wait, no, not this one. That's the wrong book. My bad. I actually do have a spirit animal deck. So, how about we look and see what the cat represents here, so that we don't have to just go looking, or you don't have to go and look for it, but I'll just help you out here, because I want to know too. And it's so funny. Well, I found it. Okay, good. It's so funny that there's two cats here, but there's some stray cats over here in my neighborhood. And I'll open my front door sometimes, and I have like that little black screen that has the little magnets down the center, so you know none of the bugs and whatever gets in. But a couple of times, actually yesterday when I had the door open, there's two stray cats around here. There's a black one, and there's a white, and it's kind of like white and tabbyish. But they both of them, not even at the same time, but you know, near the same time. But they both came and walked up to the screen and was looking inside. But of course they didn't come in, because I have I have my dog, and I'm pretty sure once they see him, they just left. And like, not this one. But I did end up putting food and water out for them. I am a sucker for helping things. So that's why I'm like, oh look, double cats. So let me read this. They have little adjectives up here. So curious, confident, clever, elegant, affectionate, independent, intuitive, mysterious, selective, supernatural, stoic, and many lives, which is so cool. So the cat is independent. That's the word they use for that one. It says you are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. Beautiful. Cats are unpredictable, independent, and mysterious creatures. They love the night. Cat people are highly selective when they choose friends, and would be advised to guard against being so picky they become reclusive. Ooh. Cat as totem. Okay, cat as totem brings psychic gifts and creativity. Excuse me. Cats are in constant communication with spirit and bridge the world of the seen and unseen. Who has not witnessed a cat looking around an empty room as though following a ghost? They will shuffle away from unsavory situations and step away from problems. If you are a cat person, pay close attention to the felines in your life. Reach out with your questioning mind and ask them to share their secrets. Listen to the intuition they share. Watch their body language. Learn their subtleties. Cats are healers. They live in the now. They are natural yogis. Place them on your lap and pet them. Their counterclockwise energy rotation will mingle with your clockwise spin and neutralize negative energy and set the world right. If cat is your totem, you are blessed with many lives and many chances. Remember that your supernatural insights will guide you. Pamper yourself like the cat, and remember how good it is to just be your content self. I like that. I'll have to do a spirit animal reading at one point. Actually, didn't I? Or whatever. Anyway, last one is the skate, which is pretty awesome because I have a couple different connotations for this one. It reminded me of my childhood. Because for one Christmas, my parents bought me some rollerblades, but it wasn't like this one. It was the one that had the wheels in a straight line. So I guess I want to say inline skates, perhaps, maybe. I don't know the real name for it. I'm just making it up, so don't take that for word. However, the ones that I had growing up were hard to get used to, because they were literally just wheels in a row. These, however, having 2 and 2 on each side, provide perfect balance and stability. Honestly, it also reminds me of the Four of Wands. However, you are rolling right into stability and security for yourself, you know. you're balanced, or you're getting balanced, or you're becoming balanced. Do you know what I mean? And you're moving forward in that stability, in that balance, in that wonderful foundation that you're creating for yourself. So don't let anyone in your life stop that from happening for you. Just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. So that was the reading for today, you guys. Thank you for listening. Um, if this resonated with you, just let me know in the comment section. Feel free um, to like this video. Feel free to subscribe. You know, it's always your choice. You can do whatever you want to do. But feel free to do. You know, if you want to email me, I'll drop my email down below if you want a personal reading at all. So that was it for, this one. Thank you guys for listening, for clicking on my video, for feeling compelled to do so. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Again, my name is Elle, and this is Naciel Tarot. Thank you.